or put up a situation where that information would be explained commonly through someone who doesn't know, which is what a lot of books do. You have a main character unknown into the world that has everything explained to them so that you don't need a situation where that information naturally pops up. The natural situation is the person who doesn't know anything getting things explained to them, which feels natural, feels inclusive because you're already connected to the main character, and I'm describing Harry Potter. The format for Harry Potter's world building is Harry Potter knows nothing about witchcraft and wizardry, is brought into the world by Hagrid, and every book, movie since the first one is just explaining to Harry, hey, this is how the world works. This is how spells work. This is how potions work. Here are the different classes. Here are the different people. Here are some different events and folklore. Which then brings us more into the world because we are also learning with Harry. We feel more connected to Harry and to the world at the same time. It doesn't feel forced, and it's very natural. That's what makes that practice so common, is because it's so smart. It works so well. And it's not that J.K. Rowling invented that. It's that she applied that incredibly well. But what I think Edward Ashton's doing here is something also very effective, is that he's not trying to get across all the information. He's not trying to run through the world and give you all the world building when you need to know it, all this stuff. He's having a natural story with characters that he's already determined to know who knows what is where, and all that jazz. So he has all that world building laid out. It's solid, it's segmented, and it's regulated by jobs and stuff. And so he's like, okay, how would a construction worker and a carpenter have a conversation about their jobs that would tell someone who knows nothing about either one of their jobs just enough information to kind of understand what's going on and to follow through with the rest of the conversation itself, so you don't feel lost and just kind of give up on paying attention. And that's what he does with the guard and Mickey, with Mickey and Berto, with Nasha and Mickey. You get these back and forths, and because we need to know what's up with Mickey and his profession as an expendable, something that isn't a regular trade or something you can bring up. I think he mentions in the beginning of chapter 2. Yeah. I wasn't a pilot, I wasn't a medico, I wasn't a geneticist or a botanist or a xenobiologist. I wasn't even a spear carrier. I had no practical skills of any sort. He lists off every profession there is that is offhand common knowledge for Mickey and presumably everyone else. But that's him describing his own profession as being less than those. We know what those are, but we need to know what's up with expendables. So the 3 characters we have besides Mickey, we get half their job, half Mickey's job, but 2 of the 3 people only talk about Mickey's job. So we're getting details from Mickey on both conversations between Nasha and Berto about his situation and job, and we're getting their view on Mickey's job based off of their own work-life experience, which is very cool because now we're not getting 25% from this person about their life and then 25% about the other person's life from the other person. We're getting 50% from Mickey and then 25% from the other person. So we're getting 75% of all the knowledge we really need to know. And through Mickey's internal dialogue, it fills up that rest of the 25% that we need to know what his job is and what it details before we continue off into the rest of the story. Because that is apparently the main conflict of the story, is that he gets back from this mission and is now part of one of 2 Mickeys, Mickey 7 and Mickey 8.